Got here a Bally MPU taken from a baby Pacman game. The MPU module for this game is AS2518133. I have absolutely no idea whether this MPU works or not, so I'm looking at testing it. Now, what I've done is I've hooked up some croc clips to a PC power supply so I can put +5, +12 and ground through this board just to see what the board actually does. So let me just attach that now. So ground goes on test point 4 here. The +5 goes on test point 5, which is here, and then we have +12, which is on test point 2, which is there. You've got to be very careful not to bridge the two test points here, because you'll probably knacker the board. Test point 3 is right next to it, so make sure you clip onto test point 2 if you're going to do this yourself without bridging over to test point 3. Right, so now we've got everything connected, I'm going to power this on, and what we're actually looking at here is an LED. Now this is meant to flash. Usually on Bally games it is 7 times, only flash 7 times if the solenoid board is actually connected to this board as well. Obviously this is in a test scenario, so the solenoid board's not connected, so we would expect to see, usually on a Bally game, a Bally MPU, 6 flashes. Now, having done a bit of investigation, baby Pacman boards only actually flash 5 times, and the 6th flash is to ensure there's a connection with the solenoid as well. So what we should see here, hopefully, is 5 flashes. Let's see what we get. Powered up the PC PSU, and I'm just going to connect the voltage here, see what we get. 1, 2. Okay, so that looks like 2 flashes, so there's clearly a problem with that board. Okay, so I found a website which I'm going to flash up on screen, which basically indicates that if the board only flashes twice, there is an issue usually with the chip at U8 here, and that's a 5101 CMOS RAM chip. And just to test that theory out, I've actually just taken the chip off here, and I've powered the board up again, and I get exactly the same thing. I get 2 flashes on the LED. So that actually would indicate there is a problem around this area. One thing I have actually noticed as well, the socket on this CMOS RAM does look very dodgy. So to me, I think it probably needs replacing, and that is why we're having an issue. What I'll do first is I'll actually reseat the CMOS RAM and actually see if we have any joy. So let me just pop this in. Okay, just put that back in. Right, let's see what we get now. So just check on my connections. Yeah, looks right, looks okay. Right. So I'm just going to switch power on now. And connect the power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Okay, that's brilliant. So that actually looks like now that is actually working. The site I found and flashed up on screen before also confirmed that the 5 flashes on Baby Pacman were correct, instead of the 7 usually found on a Bally board. So that actually looks pretty good. The other thing as well I was going to mention is the battery here has been removed. These batteries leak quite badly, and you can actually see there has been some issues on the board in the past. Now when I actually took the board out, the battery was removed, and I basically cleaned up this area the best I can to avoid any corrosion. So the board pretty much looks in good shape. I guess the next test will be putting it in the actual machine and seeing how it goes. Okay.